Hey guys, welcome back to Touch Trove. Today we're diving deep into something that's been getting a lot of buzz lately, the next generation of Apple TV. This might just be the biggest upgrade in years, and the great news is that all signs point to a release in 2025. Now, many of us, including myself, were expecting Apple to reveal a refreshed Apple TV at their most recent event. Some of us even thought it might drop silently on Apple's website, but it never happened. Maybe Apple didn't feel the timing was right, or maybe they're saving it for a bigger launch window. Either way, what we do know is this: Apple TV desperately needs an update. The current model is running on the A15 Bionic, which was impressive at the time, but Apple has already advanced to the A19 series chips. Combine that with tvOS 26, which just rolled out, and you can see why fans and insiders are saying this update is long overdue. Possible release dates. So when can we realistically expect the new Apple TV? Well, the earliest window is likely the end of 2025. Some leaks suggest we might see it at an October Apple event, which is rumored to also feature the new iPad Pro with an M5 chip. This timing makes sense, since Apple often uses October to showcase hardware aimed at home entertainment and productivity. Another option is the silent release strategy. Apple has done this before. Remember when the iPad mini got updated with the A17 Pro? There was no event, no flashy stage presentation. It just appeared on Apple's website one morning. The same thing could happen with Apple TV. Realistically, we're looking at a launch in October, November, or December 2025, perfectly aligning with the holiday shopping season. But if Apple decides to push it, then early 2026 is the backup window. Pricing expectations now. Let's talk about the price, something we all care about. Currently, the Apple TV costs around $130 for the base model and $150 for the Ethernet version. Leaks suggest that Apple might keep pricing roughly in the same range to remain competitive. But here's the catch. If the new model gets a significant hardware bump, like the A17 Pro, Wi-Fi 7, or even design changes, then don't be surprised if we see a small increase. Something in the $160–180 range wouldn't be shocking. That said, Apple usually tries to keep Apple TV affordable, since it's meant to complement the iPhone, iPad, and Mac ecosystem, not replace them. So I'd expect only a slight price adjustment, if any. Big rumored upgrades. This is where things get exciting, because the Apple TV 2025 upgrade could be massive. The biggest rumor centers on the chipset. It's very unlikely Apple will put the brand new A19 chip inside, as that would push costs way too high. Instead, leaks point strongly toward the A17 Pro chip, or possibly a standard A18. Even if it's a binned-down A17 Pro, similar to what we saw in the iPad mini, that would still be a huge leap forward compared to the A15. So why does this matter? Well, the A17 Pro unlocks AAA gaming potential. Imagine playing console-level games on your Apple TV, scaled beautifully with Metal FX, delivering smooth performance at 1080p or even higher. On top of that, the A17 Pro is fully compatible with Apple Intelligence, meaning smarter recommendations, better voice control, and an overall more personalized streaming experience. And that's not all. Fans have been asking for HDMI pass-through, the latest Dolby standards, and a more powerful media engine. If Apple listens, and I hope they do, we could be looking at the most future-ready Apple TV ever. There's also buzz about Apple including the N1 chip, which would add support for Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and Thread. That means faster connections, better smart home integration, and much smoother performance across all Apple devices. Design and sustainability. Design is another area where Apple might make changes. Right now, the Apple TV is made mostly of plastic. But with Apple's push toward carbon neutrality by 2030, this could be the year we see a new eco-friendly material, or even a return to a sleek metal enclosure. Think of something lightweight yet premium, similar to the feel of an iPhone or Apple Watch. Not overly heavy like a Mac mini, but strong, durable, and much more sustainable. This wouldn't just be a design refresh, it would also align Apple TV with Apple's environmental goals, which could be a big selling point. Gaming and AI potential. Let's circle back to one of the most exciting aspects, gaming and AI. If the Apple TV gets the A17 Pro, we're looking at the possibility of AAA titles finally being playable on the platform. Apple Arcade would suddenly become way more appealing. Imagine playing top-tier games on your TV without needing a console, something that could put Apple TV in direct competition with devices like the Nintendo Switch or even cloud gaming platforms. On the AI side, Apple Intelligence could make your Apple TV far smarter than before. Think personalized show recommendations, AI-driven search across multiple apps, or even smarter Siri integration where you can ask for specific types of content and it actually delivers. This could completely transform the way people interact with their TVs. Apple has been quiet about its streaming box, but reliable leaks suggest the new Apple TV could be announced before the end of 2025. The most likely time frame is Apple's October or November event, which usually focuses on iPads and Mac products. However, there's also a chance Apple could quietly launch the device via a press release, just like they did with the iPad mini upgrade. If the Apple TV 2025 isn't revealed by the end of this year, the latest possible window is early 2026, meaning Apple could time the release to align with new software features and tvOS 26 price. Will it stay affordable? Currently, the Apple TV starts around $129 for the base Wi-Fi model and $149 for the Ethernet model. Reports suggest that pricing will remain in this range, although an upgrade in design, connectivity, and performance could push it slightly higher. Apple knows that the streaming device market is highly competitive, with options like Amazon Fire TV, Roku, and Google Chromecast. So keeping the Apple TV price accessible will be a major factor in driving adoption. Performance upgrades. A17 Pro or A18 Inside. The most exciting leak points toward a major chip upgrade. The current Apple TV runs on the A15 Bionic, which is already aging. By 2025, we will have the A19 series, meaning Apple needs to catch up. Insiders believe Apple will use either the A17 Pro, the same chip that powers the iPhone 15 Pro, or a standard A18 chip from the iPhone 16 lineup. This upgrade is huge because AAA gaming potential. With the A17 Pro GPU, the Apple TV could finally support console-level gaming, especially when paired with Metal FX upscaling. Running games at 1080p with smooth performance could turn the Apple TV into a legitimate home console alternative. Apple Intelligence features. Since the A17 Pro is the first Apple chip designed to handle Apple Intelligence, AI, the Apple TV 2025 could include personalized content recommendations, smarter Siri responses, and AI-powered viewing features, connectivity and future-proofing, Wi-Fi 7 and more. Another big rumor is that the new Apple TV will feature the N1 networking chip, enabling Wi-Fi 7 for faster streaming and reduced lag, especially important for cloud gaming. Bluetooth 6, allowing improved connectivity for controllers, headphones, and accessories. Thread support, making the Apple TV 2025 a stronger HomeKit hub for smart devices. This would make the Apple TV not just a media box, but a central hub for your smart home. Design changes. Moving beyond plastic, one area where Apple has faced criticism is the design of the Apple TV. The current model uses a simple plastic box, which feels outdated compared to premium Apple products. Leaks suggest that the Apple TV 2025 could shift toward recyclable materials or even a lightweight aluminum body, aligning with Apple's 2030 carbon-neutral goals. This would give the Apple TV a more modern, premium look that matches your iPhone, iPad, or Apple Watch. Media and entertainment upgrades fans have also been requesting improvements in Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and HDMI pass-through for a richer cinematic experience. Combined with better processing power, the new Apple TV could deliver higher quality streaming, smoother HDR performance, and better integration with Apple Music, Fitness Plus, and Arcade. This positions the Apple TV not just as a streaming device, but as the core of Apple's living room strategy. Final thoughts. Here's the bottom line. The Apple TV 2025 refresh feels imminent. With leaks, rumors, and insider reports all pointing in the same direction, it's clear Apple is preparing one of the biggest Apple TV upgrades we've ever seen. Whether it's revealed at an October 2025 event, quietly updated online, or delayed until early 2026, one thing is certain. This upgrade is going to be a game changer. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What features are you most excited about? Do you want to see the A17 Pro chip, HDMI pass-through, or maybe even a brand new design? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to TouchTrove, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the latest Apple leaks, reviews, and comparisons. Until next time. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one.